Hi, this is Samantha Rodriguez, and I will be reading How to Fall in Love with Your Father by Ross Gay. Put your hands beneath his armpits. Bend your knees. Wait for the clasp of his thinning arms. The best lock, cheek to cheek. Move slow. Do not right now. Recall the shapes he traced yesterday, on your back, moments before being wheeled into surgery. Do not pretend the anxious calligraphy of touch was signed beyond some unspeakable animal stammer. Do not go back further into the landscape of silence you both tended, with body and breath, until it nearly obscured all but the genetic gravity between you. And do not imagine wind now blowing that landscape into a river which spills into a sea. Because it doesn't. That's not this love poem. In this love poem, the son trains himself on the task at hand, which is simple, which is, finally, the only task he has ever had, which is lifting his father to his feet. When I was first looking for a poem, I kind of wanted to find something kind of catchy and something that I can kind of relate to. And when I saw the title of this poem, I automatically related to it because I learned how to fall in love with my father not too long ago, probably around my later years in high school, because I didn't have really that close of a relationship with him, pretty much only with my mother, but now I have this super close relationship with my father. And even though, like, at the beginning it says, put your hands beneath his arms, bend your knees, wait for the clasp of his thinning arms, the best lock cheek to cheek, move slow, do not right now. He's literally saying, like, assist your father, like he just had surgery. But the way that I took it as, it's like, as a son or a daughter, you may have your guard up right now and you may not be close to that one parent, but take your time, like take it slow. You don't have to rush anything. Like, even though life is pretty quick, it's okay to take your time and be comfortable around whoever it is. And when he says, recall the shapes he traced yesterday on your back, moments before being wheeled into surgery, it's kind of saying, like, remember, like, what he did for you when, you had to go through the same thing that probably what this father is going through right now. And, remember the times that he helped you throughout life, the struggles that you were going through for whatever reason. He was there for you. And when he says, do not go back further into the landscape of silence you both tended, it's saying, like, don't go back to those times where you two didn't speak to each other. Enjoy life now. Enjoy the relationship that you have with your father. And at the end, when he says, finally, the only task he has ever had, which is lifting the father to his feet, I took it as, just how he helped you, now it's his turn. He's the one, he needs not necessarily a fatherly figure, but he needs that guardian, and the child is the father's guardian. So that's what I interpret this poem to say.